Outside Valley Center, there's an old bridge where people say you can hear a baby crying in the night. The story goes that a woman, Theorosa, drowned her infant in the river below, and now she wanders the bridge, searching for her lost child. I didn't believe the legend, until I went there myself. A few friends and I drove out late at night parking by the bridge. The wind howled through the trees and the air smelled of damp earth. We stood there, waiting in the dark. Then, we heard it, a faint wail. At first I thought it was the wind, but then it grew louder, clearer. It was the unmistakable sound of a baby crying. My blood turned to ice. One of my friends whispered, "Theorosa, we have your baby." The wind stopped. For a second, everything was silent. Then, the sound of footsteps rushed toward us from the bridge. I turned my flashlight on just in time to see a shadowy figure standing in the middle of the bridge. A woman, her arms outstretched. I didn't wait to see more. We ran to the car, our hearts pounding. As we sped away, I dared to look back. The figure was still there, watching, and in the distance, the baby's cries continued. The Eldridge Hotel in Lawrence has been around for over a century, but some guests never checked out. One spirit in particular lingers in room 506. I was foolish enough to stay there. The moment I entered, I felt a heavy presence. The air was thick, the silence too deep. I laughed it off until the lights flickered. Later that night, as I lay in bed, I heard it. The sound of breathing, slow, labored, coming from right next to me. I turned my head. No one was there. Then, the blankets were ripped off me. I shot up, heart pounding. The room was freezing. My breath came out in white puffs. Then the closet door creaked open. I grabbed my things and ran into the hallway, only stopping when I reached the lobby. The receptionist gave me a knowing look. "Receptionist room 506? She asked. I nodded, breathless. Receptionist, yeah, he doesn't like visitors. Sauer Castle in Kansas City is said to be one of the most haunted places in the state. Built by a wealthy German immigrant, it became a place of tragedy and death. Suicide, sickness, and grief soaked into its walls, and the spirits inside never left. I managed to sneak onto the property one night. The house loomed before me, its windows like hollow, watching eyes. I stepped closer, my heart pounding. Then, I saw something move inside, a flicker of light in an upstairs window. I froze. No one was supposed to be inside. Then the front door creaked open. I wanted to run, but something drew me in. Slowly, I stepped through the doorway. The air smelled of mildew and something rotten. Then a whisper in my ear. I turned, expecting to see someone. Instead, a handprint appeared on the dust-covered wall beside me. Fresh, as if someone was standing there, watching. That was enough for me. I bolted, but as I reached the gate, I glanced back one last time, and in the upstairs window, a pale face stared down at me. Stull Cemetery is infamous. Some say it's one of the 7 gateways to hell. Others claim the devil himself walks its grounds. Either way, the place has an energy that feels wrong. A friend and I decided to visit at dusk, just before the gates closed. The air was heavy, the silence suffocating. As we walked through the graves, I felt it, a shift in the atmosphere. Then, a shadow moved between the headstones. I grabbed my friend's arm. "Did you see that?" He nodded, his face pale. We stood frozen, watching as the shadow grew taller. It had no features, no face, just a solid mass of darkness. Then it rushed toward us. We ran. The moment we crossed through the gates, the air felt normal again. But as I turned back, the shadow was still there, standing just inside the cemetery, waiting. And then, it vanished. Kansas may look peaceful, but its ghosts are very real. If you ever find yourself on a haunted bridge, in an old hotel, or near a cursed cemetery, be careful, you may not be alone. If these stories sent chills down your spine, be sure to like, subscribe, and share for more terrifying tales. Have you ever encountered a ghost? Tell me in the comments. Until next time, keep your eyes open. The dead are watching.